How's it going, Ecig Examiner here, and today I'm going to be reviewing some Eliquid that Ballistic Vape sent me over for review. They have 5 flavors currently. They're 5 flavors, 3 different categories. The first category is desserts, then they have the menthol, and then they have the fruity flavors. So under the first category of the desserts, they have a flavor called Butter Caramel, and then they have another one called Praline Dream. Under the menthol category, they have a flavor called Frozen Strawberry, and then they have Tsunami. The last one is just straight fruit, and that's Very Strawberry and Juicy Watermelon. I like how all of their flavors are basically what you're going to expect in the Eliquid. So the title says Frozen Strawberry. You're going to expect Frozen Strawberry. But their Juicy Watermelon, they have a menthol version of it, and that one's actually called Tsunami. So you probably wouldn't know what that is until you taste it or you give it a smell. So I'm going to start off with their Butter Caramel, and Butter Caramel is basically a caramel flavor that has a little bit of buttery kind of subtle attributes to it. It's not too complex, but it definitely is a little bit complex. When you inhale, you get a little bit more of the butter or the buttery caramel, and then when you exhale, it's kind of more of the crisper caramel flavor to it. Really good vapor production. Let me just drip on my my Igo right here, and let me get some juice out of here. Basically all gone. It's the first one that I ran out of. Do a little vapor production on this. Part of that vapor production is that I have a super sub-ohm coil in here. I have dual parallel 28 gauge coming in at 0.23 ohm. It's not very hot of a vape, but it's actually really flavorful. And I have the clear cap on here. Really doesn't matter much. It does get a little bit hot, but I like the flavor of it a little bit better. The vapor production is really good on the Butter Caramel. They carry 0, 6, 12 and 18 milligram of all of their e-liquid. They come in 15 milliliter bottles with these really cool nipple top drippers on them, so it's easier for you to fill your K-Funds or your tank type systems. Really nice to drip with as well. Their next one is called Praline Dream, and Praline Dream is basically pralines at the highest flavor content. If you like pralines and you like the kind of nuttier flavored e-liquid or dessert nutty flavored e-liquids, I would definitely go for this one. Praline Dream is probably my second favorite out of all of their e-liquid that they sell, because me personally, I like more of the dessert flavors. I could go for a fruity flavor here once in a while, but I really kind of stray away from either tobacco flavors or menthol flavors. I'm not too much of a fan of tobacco or menthol, but Praline Dream is definitely a good e-liquid, and I definitely would recommend this if you like pralines or if you like the more nuttier dessert type flavors. Vapor production is really good on that. The vapor production is very similar to the Butter Caramel. It's very big clouds. I can't really seem to find the VG and PG ratio. I would suppose that it's 70 VG and 30 PG, but don't quote me on that. Their next one is called Frozen Strawberry, and Frozen Strawberry is basically like a ripe strawberry with some subtle attributes of menthol, but it's not too overpowering, the menthol, but you definitely do get more of the fruity strawberry, ripe strawberry, a little bit of candy strawberry in there. It's kind of a mixture between ripe strawberry, like a fresh strawberry, and like a candy strawberry. Then they have another flavor that is called Very Strawberry, and that one's basically the frozen strawberry without the menthol in it. That one is actually a little bit better than the frozen strawberry because, once again, I don't really like a menthol flavored e-liquid. Their next one is called Juicy Watermelon, and Juicy Watermelon is basically a candy watermelon all wrapped into one. It's not more of a, it's kind of like all of the other e-liquids that are kind of like the candy type watermelons, but it's a little bit different. It's more of like on the juicier side of watermelon. So if you're out on a summer day and you're gonna just bite into a nice juicy watermelon, it's kind of the same type of flavor. You really can't clone a real watermelon because that would probably be kind of hard, but this is basically as close as you can get to a juicy, ripe watermelon. Then they have another one that's called Tsunami, and Tsunami is basically the juicy watermelon with menthol added to it. And that one I wasn't really too fond of. There was way too much menthol in that one, and I don't really like menthols. If you like menthols, hey, be my guest and go out and get the frozen strawberry and the Tsunami. Won't be disappointed with them. That's basically it. I like their bottle designs, and I like how they're really squeezy bottles. It's not hard to squeeze them too much. There are some e-liquid manufacturers out there that have really hard bottles, and those are really hard to squeeze, and it's kind of hard for you to get the e-liquid out of. But I like that they have the nipple tops on them and stuff. And they have a really cool design on their labels. I know that they recently, a couple weeks ago, updated their labels so they don't look like this anymore. They look more like this one on the screen over here. And that's basically it. For more information about Ballistic Vape, go to ballisticvape.com. You could buy their e-liquid on there, and also you could purchase merchandise like t-shirts and hats and stuff. But remember, live strong and vape on. Have a nice day.